Hello everyone, it's John here again today from Toxic Spikes. I just want to let you guys know I've been gone on a week-long vacation camping. So I just got back last night and I was pretty tired. I haven't made any videos in like a week because obviously I was on vacation. And I haven't responded to anything, so don't think I'm ignoring people. I've been on vacation for a week. So anyways, something big happened while I was away on vacation. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list came out, and I just want to give my thoughts on the ban list. First, I'll run down all the cards that don't matter. I'll go through them very quickly, or at least I don't really care that much about. And this is the OCG ban list currently, and usually whatever they do in Japan, they mirror in the US. So, unless, you know, Tengu's a TCG only card, so we don't know anything about that yet. Alright, so Fishborg Blasters banned, Mind Masters banned. No more Fish OTK, no more Psychic OTK, no more of that funny business, no more Formula Monarch. I really don't care that much about that. I didn't run either of those cards, but, I mean, some people are going to care. Now, on to restricted cards. Debris Dragon's restricted to 1, Lone Fire's restricted to 1, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien restricted to 1, TG Hyper Librarian at 1. You only really need 1 Shien and 1 Hyper Librarian unless you like heavily focus on them. But you know, that's really not going to affect too much because most people only run 1 Hyper Librarian, and yeah, you don't really get like more than 1 Shien out at once, but just in case, you got Shien, you know, at 1. Formula Synchron's at 1. I totally agree with that. A key part to most OTKs, having one of them is going to hurt most people. We'll get to that in a minute. Shien's Smoke Signal's at 1. We're going to nerf the Sam's good. Or his Smoke Signal and Shien himself are both at 1. And Pot of Avarice is at 1. And we all know why. You know, I'll go ahead and return 5 Synchro Monsters to my extra deck and then draw 2 cards for free, and I didn't really return anything to my deck. Semi-restricted cards, Summoner Monk's back at 2. That is gonna be pretty big because most people, you know, will Summoner Monk into something and then Exceed Summon. I mean, it's guaranteed to happen. You know, he's just gonna be very good Exceed material. And then, you know, Synchro decks will also use him. Trigodia's at 2 now. I don't really care because Trigodia's not that great. You know, there's a difference between Trigodia and Gores. Gores is great. You can drop a 2700 monster with a really strong token if you take battle damage to have an empty field. Trigodia, if you don't have a lot of cards in your hand, he's really not that strong, and very rarely do you use his other effect, no matter how good it is. Necrogarden at 2. You're going to see down here they really want to bring Lightsworn's back. And they want you to buy the really expensive cards, like Necrogarden. Dulorian, Tiger King, and the Ice Barrier, he's finally semi-limited again. If you have 3 of them, you can perform this OTK with the Symbol of Heritage. Not that many people do, but they just want to stop OTKs. Destiny Draw 2. Well, not many people are really running Teledad and, you know, the Destiny Hero Malicious, so, I mean, there's really no Destiny Draw engine anymore. Swords at 2. You're going to see Stall come back. We have 2 Swords of Revealing Light now, and in a minute you'll see something else. Mind Crush at 2. I don't really agree with that. I think it was fine at 1, but this way you're really going to stop searchers. So, Rhoda. Oh, what was that? You just searched out? You had to show to me? Okay, yeah, I'm going to Mind Crush it. You know, Shan Smoke Signal. Oh, I'm going to Mind Crush it. Yeah. Call the Haunted at 2. I also strongly disagree with, because that's 2 free reborns in your deck. I mean, sure, they're trap cards, but still, you get to bring back monsters really easily, and all those semi-namis. You'll see why in a minute, also. Judgment Dragon. He's at 3. They want you to buy Lightsworns. They're like, nobody's buying our expensive $70 Lightsworn cards. We need to unlimit some stuff. Spirit Reaper's at unlimited again. He provides defense, but stall decks are gonna, you know, love that, and you know, he's really not hurting anything. I mean, I wouldn't want to run 3 Spirit Reapers in a deck. Overload Fusion at 3, no one cares. No one does that OTK. MST at 3, that's huge because now we have 3 MSTs, plus something else you'll see in a minute. We're not going to be playing with back rows for a while. Megamorph at 3, I mean, it could be big, but nobody uses it. Gravity Bind at 3, wow, stall decks are going to be praising the heavens. 3 Gravity Binds. So, Gravity Bind, force your MST. Oh, guess what? I got another Gravity Bind. And on top of that, since Exceed monsters are ranks and not levels, they get around Gravity Bind. So you're going to see that card be used a lot. Icarus Attack is at 3. They want Black Wings to come back maybe, but I mean I don't see. I mean offering to the Snake Deities at 3, so I don't see why Icarus needs to be at 2. Um, and maybe, well, also worms aren't that huge, so I guess, yeah. Now we're going to go over stuff that matters. Giant Trinade's banned. Well, we kind of saw this coming. Free field clearer, send all the spell and trap cards back to the hand. Very essential to OTKs. I mean, that was why. It was one of the big reasons why Frog FDK did as well as it did. Trinade the field, then you're free to do whatever the hell you want. But they unbanned Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm is just a more broken version of Trinade. Instead of returning the cards to the hand, you just destroy them. So why? Why, Konami? I mean, I totally am in disagreement with this. I mean, at least with Giant Trinade, if you didn't pull off your OTK, your opponent still had their cards. With Heavy Storm, they're in the grave now. Royal Oppression, banned. What? We wanted Royal Oppression to go up. We wanted it like 2 at least. I mean, Royal Oppression is like a life-saving... It is like the only thing that really is going to put an end to this Exceed summoning. And this, and all the Synchro summoning and stuff. And now you're going to go ahead and ban it. And I'd also like to point out cards that didn't get banned. Brionac didn't get banned. Everyone was saying Brionac was going to get banned. It didn't. Maybe because it's such an expensive card and they want people to buy it. Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning is unbanned. First time in years. I mean, this thing was banned because it won a World Championship. It's so good. I mean, remove from play a dark and a light monster. You get a 3,000 attack monster on the field with 2 amazing effects. One is Chaos Sorcerer's effect, and the other is if he destroys a monster, he can go ahead and swing for 3,000 or destroy another monster. It's ridiculous, and that's why this other card down here, Primal Seed, which works in accordance with him, it's like basically you get to return 2 like remove from play monsters to your hand if you control Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. So remove from play a light and a dark, summon him, then go ahead and Primal Seed. Now you got both of those cards right back in your hand, and then Destiny draws at 2 now. And if we see Malicious go back up to 3, we could see a comeback in Chaos stacks. I mean, let's see. Heavy Storm being unbanned, I obviously disagree with that. That is not okay. Yeah, and also the other thing I was saying about Call the Haunted, we basically have 4 Blackluster Soldiers in our deck. You summon him. Oh, what was that? You're going to go ahead and destroy him. You're going to Mirror Force him, whatever. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and Call the Haunted. Oh, I'll just go ahead and Reborn him. I'll just go ahead and Call the Haunted. I have 2 Call the Haunteds and a Reborn in my deck. I can summon him 3 more times, It's ridiculous. Plus, he's a semi-Nami, so he can come back with Call the Haunted or Reborn. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on the ban list. Some things I'm happy about. They've eliminated Fish OTK and Psychic OTK. They limited all these crazy Synchro decks by putting TG Hyper Librarian and Formula Synchron at 1. They nerfed Sam's big time by putting Legendary 6 Samurai Xian at 1 and Xian Smoke Signal at 1. And Pot of Avarice is at 1. That's going to hurt those Synchro decks. Those are things we were asking for, but they also did some pretty ridiculous things. So leave your thoughts on the ban list below. This is just my insight into it. So anyways, rate, comment, sub, and more videos on the way. Peace.